Hello everyone, I am Neha, your happiness coach. Guys, today I am going to give you 5 steps for kids to handle bullying and build bravery. And I'm going to be telling this to you in with the help of a story so that it's easier to understand and how you can exactly incorporate the pointers that I'm telling you. So this is the story of Arjun. Arjun was always the quiet kid, the kind who sat in the second row, kept his pencils all sharp, and never wanted to trouble anybody. But every morning, just before the first bell, his heart would beat really fast because that was the time the bully usually found him. It started small with a push here and there, a rude comment. Arjun feared every single day, and slowly it became like a big, big fear in him. He never told anyone, not his friends, not even his mother. He thought staying silent was easier than explaining. But one evening, Arjun came home quieter than usual. His mother noticed immediately. She didn't force him to explain. She simply sat down next to him, and asked, "Did something today make you feel small?" That one gentle question broke his silence. For the first time, Arjun told her everything, that fear, the embarrassment, the loneliness. His mother didn't get angry. She didn't rush to the school going and having a huge fight with the bully. She didn't blame him. She simply taught him these 5 steps, small steps that seemed almost too simple, but they gave Arjun something he hadn't felt in months together. Would you want to take a guess, parents, what it could be? Control. So, this is exactly what you need to teach your kids in order to save your child from getting bullied. So, the next day morning, the same thing happened. The same footsteps, the same voice, the same fear rising in his chest. But this time, Arjun didn't freeze. He remembered the first step that his mother had told: breathe. He just took a deep breath, quiet breath. Then, step two that she had told him was to stand tall. So he stood there with his chin lifted up, even though he was very scared. Inside his heart, obviously, you cannot get over a bully overnight, but he stood tall as his mom had told him. Then the third step, he used his very strong voice, the strongest that he could out of the fear that he held in his heart, and looked at the bully, and he just said one word: stop. Not loud, but firm. Really, really firm. Then the next step that his mom had told was to walk away, and he walked away. He didn't wait, he didn't argue, he didn't look back. And to his surprise, something unbelievable happened. The bully didn't follow him. For the first time, the boy who scared him every single day was suddenly confused, almost shocked, not even surprised. Arjun felt something shift inside him. The fear didn't vanish, but it cracked. And that's exactly what his mother wanted. And that evening, Arjun went back home and told his mother everything, not with tears, but with pride. Arjun's mother didn't celebrate that his bully stopped. She celebrated Arjun because his bravery wasn't loud, it was quiet, steady, and real. Over the next few days, he kept using all these 5 steps. He stayed close to his trusted friends, he talked openly to his teacher, and he let himself feel extremely strong. And slowly, the bully faded. The fear disappeared, and Arjun grew braver than he ever imagined he could be. Dear parents, Arjun's story could be any child's story, could be your child's story, because courage isn't about fighting back. It's all about knowing what to do and believing that you can do it. Sometimes it takes just one small step to change everything. So, these 5 steps are extremely important, and you need to make sure that your child follows it. So, my dear parents, I'm going to give you 5 steps for the kids and for the parents what they need to do in tandem so that you can fight this and make your child the bravest of all times, and he can feel confident and he grows up to be a confident individual and not someone who's scared and who's bullied and who always has that fear within him. So let's get started with the 5 steps. So the very first point is to stay calm and walk away. Now, for the kids, you need to just take a deep breath, keep your face calm, and just walk away confidently. Bullies often stop when they don't get a reaction. And for the parents on the other side, teach your child calming tricks, taking deep breaths, maybe counting like say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the mind, just to bring that ease in the head, squeezing the palm, maybe, just trying to divert your attention from the fear, from that stress, to something else, so that they don't react out of fear or anger. Second step is use a strong voice, short and powerful, like stop it, or that's not okay, leave me alone. You don't have to shout or screech. You just have to sound confident. You just have to make the person, the bully, believe that you don't fear him, you are strong enough, and you are ready to fight back. And for the parents, please teach your kids at home, maybe through role plays, or practice some strong voice tones, body postures, like having your chin up. A lot of kids have this habit of walking like, when you fear, you're putting your head down and you're not looking up, you're not looking eye to eye. So those things you have to tell them at home, that how they need to have their shoulders straight, not bent down, don't look down, look up, look straight, have your body up, shoulders tight, and chin up. These are the things that you need to tell your kids, so that they understand the importance of the body language and how it makes the other person understand and fear and take a step back when you're actually hitting at them. The third point is stay close to your friends or some trusted adults. See, bullying usually happens when you're alone. So, sticking to your friends or stay in well supervised areas, maybe where your teachers, staff rooms are there, or maybe where there are a lot of kids, or if you have 2 or 3 of your close friends, you can be around them. Avoid getting alone, or tell them that they should not be going anywhere alone where they feel that they'll be cornered and bullied there. Now, for parents, help your child build friendships. Arrange play dates, group activities, encourage one buddy they feel safe with. It's always a good idea to encourage them to have at least 1 or 2 these close friends whom they can share end to end their entire self with. It's always extremely healthy to have somebody like that. The fourth point is tell someone you trust. Talking, explaining yourself, tell the teacher, parent, counselor, or any adult who makes you feel safe. The best way is, please, a lot of kids are very scared, are really troubled, are discussing this with your parents. If there is a teacher whom you're close to, please go and talk to her, him or her, and let them know, or your elder, your siblings, or anybody that you trust in. Or if you feel, parents, that the kids are not talking to you, please take them to a counselor like me, where they can still talk, where they will not have that fear, and they will be able to express themselves completely out there. Now, the same points for the parents, it is create an open home environment where the child isn't scared to share anything with you. Ask gentle questions like, did anything today make you feel uncomfortable? Don't pressure them that you're always, asking them 100 things, blaming them. Just let them know, reiterate this to them every single day, that come what may, you are there to help them. Anything that happens wrong with them, you will be the one who will be there, who will hold their hand and help them come out of this. You will not believe, parents, it gives the child immense confidence, and anything troublesome happening with him or her, they will first come to you and tell you, and they will be comfortable in sharing it with you. But it has to begin with you, so that you may give them that comfort that they can come and share themselves with you. The last point is build confidence every single day. Confidence building is not something that can happen overnight, but it has to be built slowly and steadily. For the kids, do small tasks every day that make them feel stronger. I'm sure a lot of you might not understand the importance of this, but doing these small tasks every day make every child feel extremely confident. As simple as making your bed, doing some small work, helping your mom in doing what she's doing, trying a new game, practicing a new hobby. Confidence makes bullies back off. That's the biggest tool that you can use against any bully. If you are a confident person, if you're a confident child, bully can never ever come close to you. He or she will never think of even telling you anything. Even the slices or the cheesiest of the comments will not come to you, because she or he knows that you are a confident person and you will give it back to her. So they will never touch you in that context. For the parents, praise effort, not perfection. Mind you, parents, they are kids. You cannot expect them to be perfect in everything. Even the little efforts that they take, and if they're able to do a little thing, little bit of it also right, please learn to appreciate. Celebrate small wins. Enroll them in activities that boosts their confidence. Maybe sports, karate, art, dance, anything that they like. Don't push them into things that you want them to do. Ask them what gives them happiness. What is something that will give them confidence? Enroll them into those activities. Parents, please remember this always. Listen without interrupting. Let them finish the story before even you react. Never blame the child. Say things like, "You didn't do it right. Next time, please let me know. I'll try and help you." Report when needed. Speak to teachers or school authorities if the behavior continues. Document incidences. Teach empathy and boundaries. Help them understand their own feelings and how to express them clearly. A lot of kids, they don't even understand what they're going through and they find it very difficult to talk. Give them that comfort that they can talk to you, that they can express, that they can come and tell you. And the last request to you, my dear parents, is please monitor behavioral changes. Do not ignore that, because that's the first step to being a negligent parent and negligence completely. If they seem withdrawn, scared, or anxious, step in early. Please don't wait, because the more you push this, the more your child will get into that shell, and then talking or breaking that silence from him or her, it's going to be extremely difficult. So please remember that you need to talk, you need to make sure and understand that early signs. He or she is your child, so nobody but you will understand those changes better. If you're a parent and you're watching this, always remember that confidence is not something that will come overnight. It comes to the kids only by when someone teaches this to them, and that someone for your child is you. If you found this story interesting and if you're looking forward to more such real-time stories, more support on parental guidance and issues related to your kids, do subscribe to my channel. And if you're looking at deeper solutions, and if your child is unable to express himself or herself to you, I conduct one-on-one sessions more on the emotional guidance, guiding parents in helping them understand the child's behavior and making those changes. So you can book a session and get in touch with me for any kind of further help. Guys, do like this video and do share this with every single parent that you know needs to know this. Story is able to reach people, and if even one child is able to change his or her behavior and is able to get confident every single day, I am sorted and my motive is achieved. Do let me know what more you would want to see on my channel. What are the topics? Because this was one of the topics that one of the parents had requested. So do let me know what else is that is a firing parental issue and that you would want me to touch upon and help you guys with, and I will definitely look into it and post up a video accordingly. Have a great week ahead. Until then, it's me, Neha, signing off. Bye bye.